Alright, welcome back to another bitch vlog, and I decided to do this one, well, partially about gachas and everything. So I figured what better place to start one than here at the arcade, which, you know, a friend of mine and me were talking, and, you know, sometimes we were both looking at the way that this has changed majorly. I mean, in one's past a long time ago, it was like you would go here, things would be 25 lindens a pull, and while you're not guaranteed what you'll get, you still have an idea due to the pictures shown, unlike some other things that are going on in Second Life right now where you actually have absolutely no clue what you're getting. But the thing is these days, it's weird. I mean, some of these I found out were actually 50 lindens a piece, but lately now, so many of them, like is showing on my screen now, there's 75 lindens a pool, and I've seen others where there are 100 lindens a pool. And to me, that's just getting ridiculous. And that was just one of the things I wanted to bring up in this, man, is it's kind of getting ridiculous, and then they make these prizes that are like exclusive prizes, but unlike with Epiphany, where it's if you turn in your extra gachas, you get these points, and then, I mean, usually it ends up turning out to where you have to do quite a few pulls, but at least you can turn in anything you don't want, and get the exclusive, if that's what you want to do. But lately, and this is like the third time I've seen it, they're having these gachas where you have to do 20, or usually it's after 50 pulls, then you get some exclusive item. It's like, oh, okay, you finally spent enough money here at me, then we'll give you this as a consolation prize. And to me, honestly, that's just bullshit. I mean, if you're gonna do something, at least go ahead and make it to where you can just buy the fucker or something. Don't sit there and just, like, throw a consolation prize at me. Though this time around, I did go to the arcade. I had thought about not going, but Spellbound had an item there I wanted. Well, not an item, it's actually the entire freaking gacha. But, yeah. You know, I only looked around at a few of them because there were a few others that I thought, well, maybe I'll give it one or two pulls. And I was actually surprised because after one or two pulls at a few of them, I got the rare on the first pull 2 times in a row. And those, to me, are times when I'm like, yay! Because I don't want to spend a whole bunch just trying to get the rare item. I mean, I don't want to sit there and pull and pull and pull and pull and pull and pull. It gets ridiculous after a while, and you sit there and go like, oh, really? And I've seen a few of those, and it's like the rares rarely come up, and you'll get, you know, all these items, and then of course the item that they make that they know you're gonna really want is the rare, and then they say it's completely random. Yeah, then why is it that some of these rares only seem to come up after, like, I don't know, 20 pulls or something? I mean, it's that thing again where it's like, oh, okay, you've done this much, now here, you can finally have this. Whereas some of these others, you can get the rare on like the first pull. And those I actually really really do like. So some of them I kind of wonder exactly how random they really are. And then others, it's totally random. But the ones, I try not to do too many pulls at those because I don't want to end up with like 20 items and then be completely bitched off because of it. Been there, done that before, and it's not fun. Usually I do about maybe 3 pulls at something, and if I don't get something in that, then I'm like, yeah, screw it. But yeah, but one of the things I wanted to bring up was, and yes, I got this. I loved this from Spellbound, and it was their altar thing. And this one actually turned out really good. I mean, most of what you get from it is awesome, regardless of, you know, whatever you get on a pull is pretty much awesome. I actually got most of the rares, which surprised me, and I got them fairly quickly. There wasn't, like, you gotta do 100 of these just to get it. No, it was actually pretty good. And there's other banners and things like that. I put up these at the time. There's a white one. There's also one that says Free Child, I think, or Free Spirit, instead of Moonchild. And there's, various stuff. I really wanted this. I really did, partially because of my own beliefs. And it actually turned out to be a really good gacha. There's a few others. Like I said, I got gachas in the first deal, but I mostly just wanted to address how it's kind of the way it is bullshit that they're wanting to charge you 100 lindens sometimes per pull at those. And then they set up a prize where it's like, okay, you do 50 of these and you get a prize. Well, 50 times 100, it's like, come on, do the math. Are you really going to do that? You could go on to frickin' Marketplace and get something equally as good as whatever bullshit they're trying to give you for that many pulls. Honestly, that's what it is. It's a bunch of bullshit. And, that's why sometimes instead of doing pulls for that, it's sometimes actually easier and more cost efficient, where if you want something, and truth, yes, you can occasionally get scammed and end up with an empty box. But sometimes it's more cost efficient to go on Marketplace or one of these other places where they're reselling gachas if you really want something, and just look around in those, look around on Marketplace, and sometimes just spend the money that they have there. Now sometimes some of them have ungodly prices as well. They'll want like 1,000 lindens for something, and you're sitting there going like, really? Especially when a few of them actually got it in like 2 pulls, like I sometimes do. But then they'll sit there and go, oh, this is the rare. People are going to be, scrambling to get this. I'm going to charge them 2,000 lindens. Well, fuck you. It's just ridiculous. It really, really is. That's why usually if I resell my gachas, my extras, I sell them for either less than what I paid or equal to what I paid. Because to me, it's just not, it's not worth it. I mean, it's just not fair. And let me see. And what I am wearing right now, I'll bring up. This is actually the stuff from one of these last 50 London Fridays, and I want to tell people that they should be getting in on that. And I think the shoes were actually from Rain for one of their, I think this was the discount Saturday ones. But you know, let me see. Where are these? Figure out which ones I'm wearing. Because I know this one was Pixie Cat. They actually had a really good top and skirt thing going on for 50 London Friday. Let me see, where is that? Oh yeah, Paper Arrow. The cuffed jeans were from Paper Arrow. These are pretty good. Let's see. Oh, this little guy. He was actually one of the gotchas I got. They're one of the ones I did 3 pulls, and if I didn't get it, then screw it. And I just didn't care which color I got. I thought they were cute. And so yeah, this little guy. Jan makes a Jan, whatever. I don't know what the hell they call themselves. Jan. That's what I'm gonna call them. They make a lot of cute pets and things. I've really been liking a lot of what they're doing, and that was actually one of the gotchas I got at Arcade this time. Was this little guy? I love him. Let me see. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, this one was a good one too. Some shoes. Let me see. Where? Okay, Pixie Cat. Yeah, Dusk. It was a skirt and top with a HUD that has only 2 colors in it, but you know, a light and a dark. I chose to stick the top with the pants, and I am wearing Maitreya. And yes, I do have a bunny on my head. Bun Bun. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it Bun Bun. This is actually a hair that one of my friends, Pumi, went ahead and gave to me. She wasn't sure what it had. And then we looked at it, both of us, and you know, I said, okay, I'll wear it. I run around with a mouse on my head sometimes anyway, so one of the gotcha things I got from Christmas. And you know, I thought this was cute, but at first we both thought it just came with this. I found out I can actually detach the toy, and then it actually looks like really good hair. It really does. But I actually like the toy because I'm weird like that. So I'll probably be putting that back on just because I like it. Because I'm goofy like that. But yeah, you find some of these things on Second Life that are actually like, you know, 50 London Fridays. I really do encourage people to get into that. Because you can find some really good buys. And this is actually another GN make that they made. And my little owl tree. Why is owl tree? I like that. Great, I'm stuck on the tree. But yeah, and this was all the Spellbound stuff. This was each one of the items, but it was actually kind of worth it. So you know, to me, I'm gonna wrap this up here. You know, I just want to say, think about what you're spending your money on before you spend it. One, I mean, I'm not always the perfect example. I fall for some of the stuff too. I partially think that some of these designers that actually charge less have a really good idea going. Because to me, we're willing, I know sometimes I kind of like mentally fool myself to where if one of the gotchas costs less to do, like 25 or 50 lindens, I'll actually do more pulls at it than I will at one of the more expensive ones, because I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I can do a few more without, totally breaking the bank, and then before I know it, I'm quite a few pulls in. But, so, I think the ones that actually charge less actually probably get more sometimes because people will mentally fool themselves going, oh yeah, the price is this low, I'll go ahead and do this. And before you know it, you're actually, 2 tons in more than you would be otherwise because you're sitting there. Otherwise, you know how much you're spending, and you're sitting there watching it drop like 100 lindens at a time, and you're like, oh man, no. Um, but for like 25 lindens, you just sit there and like do it sometimes. And then you finally like look over at the bank thing, and you're like, oh, holy crap. Um, or at least I know I do that. Um, it's that mentally fooling yourself thing. And so, I think the ones that actually charge more, they need to reevaluate. But I do think that some of us need to probably get gotcha help. There ought to be Gotcha Addicts Anonymous. But otherwise, if you're going to spend money on things, like I've noticed it's been the biggest trend in Second Life lately to charge 200 lindens for a top that doesn't have a HUD or anything with it to really change color or anything. And I'm sitting there looking at this going, really? You're going to charge me 200 lindens just for, one shirt or one dress that doesn't change color, doesn't do anything really. And yeah, a lot of the designers are doing that right now. Whereas for my stuff, a lot of times I like to throw in a HUD and charge under 200. I mean, I'll charge a little over 100. And because I don't know, I just remember not having a lot of money in Second Life, and still really don't a lot of times. Very limited budget, and I just think it's not fair to be overcharging and then not really giving somebody, the quality. To me, it's more of taking pride in your work and having the quality, but not breaking people's bank doing it. So yeah, I mean, there's some things where I've seen, and I even buy some of it sometimes too. But yeah. So I really encourage people to hit up the 50 Linden Friday stuff and things like that. Because those you're more likely to get, at least a taste of things you want, or sometimes you can randomly get like these pants and this stuff, to where you get stuff from certain designers that will actually, once again, take pride in their work and then offer up something that isn't breaking your bank. They'll give you something nice, and they won't just toss trash at you going, oh, here's your 50 Linden gift. And, you're looking at it's basically crap. Instead, they'll give you something worth the money, but they'll go ahead and discount it for that. And to me, that's that promotional thing. That's the thing to try to get you back into their store, is giving you something that's actually worth more, but they go ahead and decide to give it to you anyways for a lower price just to try to draw you back in. And that's very good marketing. And those are the ones that I've noticed, they know what they're doing. They really do. Pixie Cat's one of them. They know what they're doing when they bring you in with that. But, at the same time, they'll give away good stuff. And it's not trash. So, alrighty. Well, I'll end this here because this is probably long enough anyways, and I've rambled long enough. So, until we make another bitch blog, I'll see you later, and bye-bye.